All is one. PA Finley coming at you live on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Once again, I'm right back to you with part two. And embracing the dark side, your dark side. Part one, I described to you guys why that's important to do in embracing all is one and embracing the idea that you're connected with everything. Why that's important and how the dark side is a part of that everything. So you, in your mind, there must be an embracement of that as well, because you can't deny one and say all is one. You gotta, it's a process. So now we're going to get into what needs to be done, how this needs to be done, and but before even that, I'm going to do the reverse in this. I'm going to give you a precursor or a forecast, if you will, of what's to come after this process, after you've done this work. After you've done this work, what can you expect? What is the other side? What is life like embracing all of who you are? Because we know the light. I broke that down in the first video. We understand the light. We love the light. We like the light. We live in the light. We do the light, the light, the light, the light, the light, the light. We run from the dark. It's just, you run from the dark. And, to my people, my African Americans, Africans born in America, Africans, melanated beings all over the globe, we represent that aspect when people see us. And that's why, in essence, our cousins on the other side of the spectrum, our white folks, our Caucasian brothers and sisters, are received better because they represent the light. They represent that thing that we're used to seeing and absorbing and getting and living in and living for. Us, on the other hand, we're the opposite side of that. So there's a little bit of, hey, whenever they see us, people are looking at us like, I so want to go to sleep right now. You know what I mean? That's what we represent. Like, the dark side, we represent that, our physicalities. Everything our color represents that thing which most people fear. So, and we're not talking about right or wrong here. I'm just breaking down this essence. This is why when we step out into the public, people are, it's nobody's fault. It's you know what I'm saying? Nobody means any harm. We used to think that way. We used to think that people, was hating on us. Like purposely. Like that was their mission, is to hate on us. But as it turns out, it's a natural response to darkness. We represent the dark side. Darth Vader and all them. You know what I mean? Like, dude, we the Sith. We represent that. Then nobody means it. It's not planned and programmed and set up. In a sense, it kind of was, but that's another story. But it's to the benefit of all how it was set up. It's not there's a beauty behind this process, you guys. Once you embrace all, you get the big picture, you begin to see this is awesome. architectural structure to this thing is beyond beautiful. Once you get the big picture, you got to get the big picture, and you got to unite yourself with yourself in order to get the big picture. Right now, you're just looking at part of it. And a part of it is, you see? So, we wonder why. Well, this is why. You know, it is what it is. And it's okay. It's not, once I embrace myself with myself. Because there was a part of me that hated me. I didn't like the scrutiny that I got. All eyes on me when I walk into place. Because some of that was hate. And that's a heck of a feeling. Nobody wants to be hated, man. A lot of that stuff was, a lot of it was fear, which I end up taking advantage of. You know what I mean? I think we all do. We all use what we got. You know what I mean? Some of it was hate, some of it was fear. And none of it, as it turns out, none of it was personal. Because that's what I thought it was. And most people, we think that, especially African, us, melanated beings, we think it's personal. We wear some of us wear like a badge because we learned that most people fear that than they do hate it. Most people hate because they fear. You see what I'm saying? So it's not, they don't like the fact they fearing something. And I get it. I wouldn't like that either. I don't like being around nothing I fear. I don't like the fact that I fear something. And you just reminded me over and over and over again, every time I see you, that I fear something. So I hate that. I hate that feeling. Therefore, I hate you giving me that feeling. So that's kind of like how that. But none of it's personal. Everybody is who they are, and the energy ignites when the two come together. That's the way. It is what it is. So, but why must I embrace that African American person? Roadkill. Send that up, you know what I mean? And with apology. You gotta be joking me. Oh, that's this. Okay, cool. I thought that was the dismiss. That's my alarm. So, why must the Caucasian embrace their African Americanness? Why must the African American embrace their Caucasianness? Why is that stuff even important? Because we're going to another level, and if you want to go, let's go. You want to get left behind, get left behind. That's your choice. But humanity is going to another level. If you want to come on. This is the work. This is how you go to the next, you evolve. Dude, we are one. We are one people. Humanity is one body. And until the cells of that organism figure that out and stop warring with each other, we'll be left to freak behind. The whole universe is evolving. Everything is changing. Everything is moving to another level of vibration. You get with it or you don't. It's your choice. But if you're anything like me, you're ready to ride. Let's do it. I ain't trying to post. I don't know what is for that which is left behind. I don't know what that is. And that reminds me of the rapture. The left behindness of that. What goes on? It's not, okay. The rapture, all of this is talking about the next evolutionary step for humanity. All the Bible and all the forecasts and predictions and all of that, it's not what you thinking. There ain't no human being coming back to pull people up and all kinds of stuff like that. It's talking about the next level. People are forecasting. And what's the word I'm looking for? It's skipping my mind right now. But people are predicting. And there's, there's a scriptural word that, y'all know what it is. But people are doing that because they're tapping in on things that they're showing the future. Remember, the past and the future is one and the same. That's what we got. See, that's just all is one shot. See, you can see that. You can see how that makes sense if you first understand that all is one. Look at young man. Oh, man. Bless your heart, brother. Be blessed. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You could have looked. You could have looked at me. You blessed their hearts. Anyway. So if you want to evolve at a higher state of consciousness, there's nothing wrong with this consciousness. You can stay there and post up and hang out in the cocoon and the eggshell. That's what you want to do. But I'm going to tell you now, those things that stay in the eggshell, in the cocoon, you can just only imagine what happens to them. I don't know the science. Anything that ain't growing is dying. And that's universal. It ain't got nothing to do with black or white or, white people, black people, and everybody, the whole rainbow in between. It ain't got nothing to do with all what y'all think it's got something to do with. Those issues matter, don't get me wrong, to the extent of this platform. But the plateau is where we're going, so, you can focus on one or the other. You can't, you can play around on both, but you have to have a priority set. Which one is your priority? You can post up and live, go to work, pay bills, do what you got to do on the platform. But, the plateau is where we headed, so you can, it's like priority. Which one is most important? I'm here, so I'm doing this. But my heart, my soul, my mind, my mission, my goal, my focus, my foundation, I'm to the next level. Whatever that is. And let me tell you where I'm at on this. Okay, so I used to tell people, because there's a fear factor involved with the next level. Where are we going? Where are we going? What's going to happen? What's going on? What's that going to be like? No, that's natural. There's nothing wrong with fear. Fear is a healthy thing, man. It keeps you alive. So, we're not mad at fear, but some stuff is misplaced, and we need to orchestrate which one is which. Now, one of my things is we have to use our imaginations. Sometimes you have to use your imagination to overcome a fear. Some fears are so freaking gripping and heart-wrenching and realistic and authentic that we got to use our imaginations to overcome them. It's just, that's like, other than that, succumb to that fear for the rest of your life. And it's like, be bound by it. I mean, for me, I found that I have to use my imagination in order to overcome certain fears. I'm sure there's multiple different ways of doing it, but certain ones, though, deeply rooted and embedded into the DNA fabric. But I must overcome it. I must. Even that, if it's something that's holding me back, then I gotta go. I don't know. It's something inside me. I'm hoping the same thing is inside me is inside you. You gotta break this stuff open. It's that eggshell and cocoon. But you think about the butterfly and the baby eagle. Think about what they had to go through to break that thing that's holding them in. Can you imagine what they had to go through? They had to face death. Matter of fact, they was facing death. They knew that if they didn't get out, they was going to die. I don't know how they knew or what they knew, what the science of knowing is and all of that stuff, because I'm sure that's a freaking process, which is the evolution of the metamorphosis going on from the liquid to the physical. It's just a part of that is, dude, eventually, you're going to have to break out of this thing that's protecting you. You're going to have to break that. Oh, man, the drama and stress of worrying about how to do that and all kind of stuff. And then here come the time to do it. So I had to use my imagination. Obviously, it's going to be a part 3. It's going to be a part 3 to this. But, come sidebarring a little bit. But I came up with the idea that if the next level for me, I'm going to just go with me because I can go with us, but, I want to say us, but I'm going to just go with me right now. If the next level was for me to be a fruit, I'm gone. This dude, I don't know what this dude doing. I think he's trying to get over or something. Okay, he's trying to get over here. There you go. We was helping each other out. That's how it works sometimes. Sometimes you just got to move. Get out the way, because they trying to do, but they ain't no turn signal, so you don't know what they doing. You know what I mean? But anyway, that worked out. So it came up to my mind, in my imagination, if I was to be, say for instance, food for an alien being or something. And what all this is like a produce field. And I'm being, cultivated just for the purpose. The next level is just so I can get eaten by an alien race. If that's what the next level is, I want to be the juiciest, the sweetest, most succulent fruit. I want to be that. Like when he bites and he's, that's what I want. That's how you gotta break that fear. I crush it. I crush that fear. I break it. In my mind, nothing's going to stop me from going to the next level, to the next whatever, or whatever it is I'm doing. I don't even know. Do I really know? Do I really know what PA Finley is doing? No. PA Finley does not. But PA Finley believes. Okay, man. I'm going this way. All right, you guys, listen. Y'all know what time it is. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you guys, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this. And as always, stay beautiful as you are. Peace. One is all.